Hello and welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for Gemini. I'm Julia Mijas.
And I'm Jamie Kale Miller. Well, hey there, Gemini. If this is your sun sign, if Gemini is your sun sign and that's why you're watching this horoscope, then your birthday is approaching. And if you haven't scheduled your annual birthday reading yet, there's still time to do it before your birthday, which is the most powerful time of your year to do it. This lets you ritualize your personal New Year's moment and jump into your year empowered to make it the best one ever. There's a link for that in the description below. And even if you're here just because you have Gemini rising, which is a great reason to be here, you're still going to really benefit from the stuff that we have to tell you today. And I want to begin with finance because there's going to be a solar eclipse this month. And it's going to involve Ceres. Ceres is the asteroid goddess to do with money and stability and security, financial security particularly. She is traveling along through your eighth house and going to go retrograde next month. So she's slowing down. And there's going to be a financial retrospection about that beginning next month. But this month, the solar eclipse that is happening is because it will square Ceres, is going to sort of blow things up a little bit early. And I think the most important thing to know about this is that during this April 8th solar eclipse, it would be a better idea to not lend money to friends. The solar eclipse is happening in the eighth house, the 11th house of friendship. And wherever there is a solar eclipse, we may behave in a way that shows our shadow, like our shadow material, as Jung will put it. Um, and so you might do some kind of behavior in your friendships, and it might involve money, and it could lead to some bad results. You could spend months, trying to get that money back and never get it back. And it could add a lot of extra stress to the friendship, which maybe doesn't need it. About career, I want to say that Mars is traveling through your 10th house, which is terrific because Mars does so well in the 10th house, bringing all of his drive and vigor and energy and initiative to the domain of career. And during this month, early in the month, catches up with Saturn. So around April 7th to 10th, Mars comes into a conjunction with Saturn in your 10th house. And this is such a good time to take, make a move, take the initiative, move ahead with your career, and really unleash your drive to excel and achieve and show your excellence. So I really, really recommend that in the beginning of the month. Now, there's also going to be a Scorpio full moon, which is happening in your sixth house, another house to do with the job. Now, full moons are emotionally intense. They're usually times of strong emotion. And the moon in Scorpio is also known for its intensity, sometimes veering a little too easily into the negative emotions of like suspicion and paranoia. And when this happens in your sixth house, that can really impact your work environment. So, that Scorpio full moon is happening later in the month around April 23rd. And that's a really good time to just pay attention to how you relate with people on the job and the energy and the vibes that you're putting out. And to bring a little, sweet nurture and care to your work environment instead. Julia, what's up with relationships for the Geminis out there? And I didn't say anything about Mercury retrograde, right? That really matters to Geminis.
Oh, it definitely does. Well, hey, Gemini. The good news is that on April 21st, Juno, the relationship asteroid, finally goes direct after being retrograde for weeks. Now, this means that there has been a big microscope on your relationship. Retrograde cycles aren't the easiest to deal with. You may have just been like reviewing your relationship a lot, but it's finally going to be kind of winding down by the end of the month. And just as Jamie mentioned, Mercury is going retrograde too. This is happening in your 11th house of friends and groups. So this can mean that a lot of miscommunications crop up in your social life. You could also be using this cycle to be rethinking some of your long-term goals too, which are also ruled by the 11th. And that's happening throughout the entire span of the month from April 1st to April 24th. And the most important conversations may also happen around April 11th, because that's going to be Lesser Epiphany Day, when that retrograde Mercury exactly conjoins the Sun. Now, in terms of your long-term relationship, Jupiter rules your 7th house, and it is going to be conjoining Uranus on April 20th. So Uranus is kind of an unexpected planet. It's highly individualistic. It likes to do things its way. So there might be a little bit of relationship bumpiness, maybe some curveballs that happen around that date. It's nothing to be worried about. I think when it comes to Uranus, just try to be as authentic to yourself as possible. Honor your own individuality, as well as the individuality of your partner within the relationship. It is Jupiter, so Jupiter has like a fun, upbeat side to it. But yeah, some unexpected things might happen around then. So just try to roll with the punches.
Mhm.
Well, that's all for today. If you had fun with this video, then please do hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tell your friends about us.
You can find our site at pandoraastrology.com to get a reading with one of us, and you can find us on Patreon for workshops and classes. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.